Okay.
Well, alright.
So what do we do for intro?
Well, what we just did. This is it. We're filming.
Okay.
It's on. So yeah, go ahead.
So today I wanted to talk about something more detailed. Last time we just rambled on about our adventures in collecting.
You gave yourself one hell of a breast massage.
Yes, that is true. I had a chest day that day, and I was a little sore.
It was awesome.
Sorry.
No, I enjoyed it.
Okay, maybe we'll get together later. Mm-hmm. I can give you a little sample. A little bit. Anyways, so today I wanted to talk about resellers.
Yeah.
Resellers, whatever you want to call them.
I hate resellers. I fucking hate They ruin my hobby. Fucking assholes.
I'll drink to that. So how would you define a reseller? I'll give my definition after yours.
Someone that buys up most of the stock of the games. Goes on eBay, sits there, with some sort of a bot that, allows them to snipe it without even being there, which is cheating. I think it's true. I think that exists.
Yeah.
They get it. They hike up the price. They don't go by the price guides, how much the games are actually worth. I mean, I'm not looking to get, gun knack for like, $2. If I do, that's great. Yeah. But if that's the price they're asking at a garage sale or something, I'll take it. But, it can't be worth as much as, what people are selling it for. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think a lot of it is just, especially when people go on eBay to find out the worth of a game, or Amazon, it's not accurate. It's overpriced on there. It's ridiculous. I think a lot of it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so my definition of a reseller, I'd make it a little more, a little shorter and a little more sweet. Basically someone who purchases a video game solely to make money on selling it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the definition.
That's the definition of a reseller.
Sorry,
I'm not going to destroy a magazine.
Sorry, I'll buy you a new one.
Yeah. So I've had
I think I have that one, actually.
I've had plenty of bad experiences myself.
Mm-hmm.
You go to flea markets and you see these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They probably never played a video game in their life. They're just in it for the business.
No. Well, what's funny is there's this one place on eBay. I'm not going to say any names, but they are way overpriced with their video games. And somehow I started talking with one of them, through the email there, and they were saying that the price, because it's a bookstore. I think I might have asked, why do you sell so many games? There's barely any books on here. Well, they're stopping selling books because of the digital downloads now. That you can just read it right there on the
the Kindle and
right,
Nook.
Exactly. So they said as a bookseller that they're not making any money off that stuff anymore. So what are they doing? What's big right now is video games. And so, there's a great example. They probably don't know much about video games, but they're what they're doing? They're going by the prices that other resellers are doing online, and they're hiking it up, and they're going with the flow, and it just keeps going and going and getting worse and worse.
That's true, yeah.
There's some games that actually went down in price, though, which surprised me. Like Mega Man X, I noticed it.
Really?
I used to see it a lot for like $40. Recently I seen it for like $25.
No way.
Which I think is good.
I gotta get
That's
that.
worth it. Yeah, it's a great game. Oh, you own it?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, you're the only one that doesn't own it.
Fuck.
That's just unbelievable that you don't have that game. What the hell's wrong with you?
Anyways. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these new collectors, I'm relatively new, but not as new as the new collectors, they fall right into this trap and I feel like it's just a never-ending circle. You get the resellers are selling these bullshit prices, but these new collectors don't know better, and they're just eating it up. And yeah, I saw that when I went to MagFest. The prices were ridiculous. I've never seen so many bad prices on games. The only stuff I bought was just because I drove halfway across the country to go there. I had to get something.
Right.
But all these young kids are just eating it up. I saw like Yoshi's Island was like probably like $50 or something. Like it's above what I've ever even thought it'd be worth.
Right. Yeah, you know what? They're probably. Do you think they're going eBay prices and things like that?
Yeah, a lot of what I think. My hypothesis is that they look on eBay and they just put it up like 10% of like the highest one they could find, and then that makes them feel like it's worth it to sell it that high. You've said this before.
Yeah, they go by asking prices, like what someone is dreaming of getting for their game, rather than what they will get during an auction.
They don't go at the beginning of a bidding war, and it's like bidding starts at $10. They're like, hell no.
Right.
And then you've said before that I think it was Disc Replay. They fucking add the shipping on because you don't have to wait for it. It's like
so they have these games, and if you bring. If there's a game there that doesn't have a price sticker on it, and you ask them, how much is this game? They don't know. Well, let me go online.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then they go over to their little computer. They go on Amazon. They say that they look up the games that it's not what people are dreaming. Not the buy it nows or anything. They look up and see what it's sold for. But even so. It's still overpriced. I mean, here's a big thing that I have a problem with, is stores like that don't go by condition. It's like, okay, well, here's Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
There's a booger stuck to it, some Dorito chips, the label's ripped off, It's like Jeff J. Collins is written on there in magic marker. And it looks like hell.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be $60. And then next to it is one in like just beautiful condition, looks like it was just open out of the box, and then that one is $60.
Yeah.
They're both $60.
You know a store.
I think resellers should go by condition if they want. I mean, it's
I guess that would be just like a gamer selling games and not gamer selling games. If you go to like a game store that's dedicated to it, I'm sure if a game's in shitty condition, it's going to be less money than it is. If it was in good shape.
Well, because they care. That's part of their hobby too.
But if you go to like a multimedia store, like Disc Replay, or Disc Replay, or Disc Replay,
or Disc Replay,
you get this same price bullshit.
Now we can't say that for all Disc Replays. Now they're in the Chicagoland area. I think what do we have, like 3?
I think we got like 5.
5 of them or so. Well, they don't. They're not all under the same management. I have been to good Disc Replays that do have good prices. They got the dollar bin with Madden 94 in there, and the surf game for Nintendo. What was that game? TNC Surf Factory or something like that.
I don't even know, dude.
I avoid that one. No, it's okay.
You get like the Sega games are pretty bad with sports games too.
Yeah, you got Taz in there. 100 Sonic 2s, 30 Aladdins.
You see like 9 John Madden's foreheads.
Oh man,
just sticking out
right down the middle. But no, it's I can only speak for one specific Disc Replay that does that. But anyway, that's a good example of what a lot of people are doing. Anyway, it's not just that one Disc Replay franchise.
It's on the internet. It's in stores. I mean, I've sold games before.
So have I.
But it's not purely to make money. Well, it's to make money to buy more games.
Right.
So it's kind of like going in to trade my games in, but I'm going to get a little more because I'm selling it to somebody.
Exactly. That's what I've done. And you know what? And a lot of it is, I'll do auctions on eBay, and I'll start it out at 99 cents.
Yeah.
And,
wherever it goes.
You know what? The thing is like, it's... The collectors know where to stop. They know what they want for it. And I think a lot of times on the auctions, that's when you get the good deals. But yeah, no, it's the buy it nows that suck. There's good sellers out there. I got a few on my favorites list. But I think a majority of it it's snowballing downhill. It's just the more and more people sell it are, going by example of, well, I'll just put it as, maybe 50 cents cheaper than the highest price. And then, it just keeps, or they'll buy that one and then they'll sell that one for a higher price. It's so.
Yeah. You also, that's how the prices climb too.
That's how they climb.
That's how they climb. Sees it online, oh, I can get an extra $1 out of that. Sees it online next time, oh, I can get an extra couple bucks out of this.
Right, exactly.
And it just climbs and climbs.
It climbs and climbs. But that's why going to garage sales, going to, certain flea markets, getting there at a good time and getting it. I used to go to Goodwill for this stuff. And what's funny about it...
Those days have passed.
Those days have passed, but they've passed recently within the last...
Oh, really?
Year or two.
I've never had a good Will experience.
No, I've had a great Will experience, and I found the gold Nintendo 64 with the golden controller, brand new, for $25.
You need to write a fucking story about that. Publish it in a magazine, because that shit's never going to happen again.
You know what? It's a great bedtime story to put your kids to sleep. No problem. It'll put everyone to sleep.
It won't put me to sleep.
It'll put the audience
sparkles
to sleep.
in my eyes.
Right, well. Yeah. What is this? Is this a bitch clip?
No, it's a nipple.
Oh. So, and then that same day they had Majora's Mask, the hologram cover, brand new. It's obviously from the same person. They had Paper Mario, brand new looking. I'm talking, it's loose, but it's still.
How do you go to a goddamn Goodwill and drop that in a bin? How did that get there?
Either they didn't know,
it's
or
all
they
donated
just don't give
stuff.
a shit.
Yeah, it's all donated stuff.
It's
like, oh, I'm cleaning out Grandma's attic. Here's a fucking N64 that Jimmy never played.
Right. Well, exactly. But
pisses me off.
That's where it was, and so they drop it off, and then Mega Man 60. So anyway, I got Majora's Mask for $6, Paper Mario for $6, and Mega Man 64 for $6, and the console for $25. And it's all in great condition. I just got a old Game Boy for $7 not that long. So that's pretty good, But now, I walk in there and they got what was it recently? I seen Family Feud for Super Nintendo, and they wanted $15 for it, $15 or $20 for Family Feud.
Yeah.
Now,
if it's in good shape and it's not like a Mexico copy, I could see paying $10 for it. But if it's
not for Family Feud. Not $10.
Maybe I bought it in the box, so my scale's a little off.
Okay, in the box.
I bought it complete.
$10. Yeah, $10, sure. But anyway, they're starting to up the prices. They're starting to look online and see what's going on eBay. In fact, they're starting to sell a lot of stuff on eBay anyway, and which is fine. I'm glad it's a donation place. I don't mind that. But I used to go there for garage sale prices, and I think that's what a lot of people do when they think of Goodwill. They want a deal. They go there. I mean, they got it for free anyway, right?
Yeah. Right.
So
they're giving it away. Yeah. So the only thing I saw at a Goodwill once, and I bought it, was they had a whole selection of Intellivision games, Vectrex games.
They had Vectrex games?
I picked up a Vectrex game.
You have a Vectrex game? I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it's called Solar Quest. Yeah.
I don't know much about Vectrex.
I got a Vectrex game in the hope that one day I will get a Vectrex.
They are cool.
They are cool. They're expensive.
Very cool, yeah.
I think we have to wrap this up.
Are we wrapping this up?
Yeah. So, do you have any final thoughts? Any cool questions or any?
You know what? Just don't go into the eBay hype. Don't pay outrageous prices for your video games. It's just it adds to it. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
If games crash like the comic book, did in the '80s, then you'll be kicking yourself in the beanbag for buying all those expensive ass Wheel of Fortune games and Aladdin's.
Yeah, so. my final thought is in the same vein as that. It's basically just you got to be patient. You can't get caught up at a resale shop just because a game's in your hand, but it's $15 more expensive than you would find it like out at a flea market or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't do
it. Be patient. Don't fall into the trap.
Be patient. That's the key. You know, that's the key.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Let us know in the comments some of your favorite resale moments.
What he said.